Here we have the Serum and Serum 2 side by side, and already you guys can see that the layout has changed quite a lot. In the new Serum we have actually 3 oscillators compared to the old 2 oscillator layout. We have the sub and the noise like in the old one, but this 3 oscillator layout was one of the main reasons why I switched to Vital. Also have 2 filters, which is really good. Vital also has 2 filters, so I'm really used to the 2 filter layout where you can route some of the top elements to one filter and some of the maybe sub or lower bass elements to second filter. You are also able to route these filters in the mixing section to different buses, which is really cool. It opens up so many possibilities. It's absolutely crazy what you can do with this thing. Serum 2 also brings a new oscillator layout. You can see it already looks a little bit slicker. You have the same wavetable, wave position view here, where you can scroll through the wavetables. You can add voices, see the changes in the graphic interface. This is really nice. What's different in the oscillator wavetable synthesizer is that you have 2 warp modes. So you can use 2 different warps like bend minus, and you can combine it with something different on the warp 2. This is actually really good. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff, even with basic shapes. I love basic shapes. It's so easy to work with those, create some cool FM bases. Talking about FM bases, we actually have new FM modulations. Here at the bottom, we have FM, we have the PD, we have AM, and the ring modulation. The FM is actually a true FM. The PD is the old Serum 1 way of doing FM, and they sound a little bit different. Let me showcase it to you guys. So this is the new way. This is actually a true FM modulation, and this is the old Serum way. So there's slight nuance, but I love that they finally added a true FM modulation. Top of the oscillator tab, we actually have what I think is the second biggest upgrade of Serum 2, which is the new synthesizer modes. This is just absolutely amazing. Now we have the old wavetable. Serum 1 was a wavetable synthesizer. With Serum 2 we have 4 new synthesizer modes that we can choose, and I think especially the granular and the spectral are going to be really crazy for sound designers. Granular synthesis especially has been really popular recent years. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I think granular and spectral are going to be really crazy for sound designers. It's going to be so cool to start using these on something like pads or atmospheres. What I think is the third biggest upgrade of Serum 2 is the modulation. There is so many different possibilities you can do in this version. You have more macros, you have the envelopes, which you can attach to different things. This is kind of standard from the Serum 1, but with Serum 2 you have ARP modes where you can play different ARPs, bake these into the presets. You have the clip mode, which is sort of like FL Studio piano roll. Then you have some of the old features like the note and velocity stuff, but you also have stuff like oscillator mapping, where you can map certain oscillators to different keys and create all sorts of cool instruments, and patches where you can have bass on the lower notes and leads on the higher notes. You have built-in swing and transpose for the keyboard, which is really cool. There's just so much stuff. And moving to the matrix, you can pretty much route anything. We can choose envelope 1 here, and we can route it to all the different things and adjust how the modulation behaves. What is also new is the mix window. Here you can route different oscillators to different buses, which then go to the main bus. You can choose the filters here. You can just have it go to the main. It's just absolutely crazy what this thing can do. The fourth biggest upgrade of Serum 2 in my opinion is the effects page. Here you can add different effects to different buses or straight to the main bus. You can add multiple effects like multiple choruses, which was not possible before. This is also not possible with Vital. Overall, already Serum had better effects compared to Vital. With Serum 2, that's true. You also have more modes to the effects. You have these crazy new things like the frequency splitter, and it's just crazy, guys. I have to admit, being able to stack these, you can literally create any patch here. You don't have to use external effects to your patches. It's going to be really crazy. Before you kind of had the limitation of being able to use only one distortion, one compressor, but now that's gone. You can go absolutely crazy with this and it's going to really change the game. Then finally you have the global tab. Here you have all the old stuff that you had with the old Serum. This is going to be really handy for adjusting your UI to your own preferences. Other notable mentions are the presets page. There you have your presets. This is quite a big improvement over the old one. Here you can have different categories. You have the folders, all sorts of information about the presets. This is going to be really useful for sound designer and even producers. You are easily able to find what you are looking for from the category system. It's just good, guys. It's really good. Okay, let's try this thing out. I'm going to create some sort of... Let's create a bass. What I like about this is that we have on the envelope section a possibility of choosing the BPM. So I can do really strict timings for my envelopes. I'm going to try out some of the new filter modes. Let's see if we can add some sort of square to this. I'm going to route this square to the filter as well. Really nice, really nice. Let's add sub-oscillator. You could also use the sub-oscillator here. I like to use the wavetable one. I'm going to take away the randomization. And we are going to route this directly out. Let's add some macros. Really nice. I'm going to add some sort of distortion. I think this comes also with new distortion modes. Let's try some of these. Oh yeah, you can actually stack overdrive distortions, so it multiplies the effect. Which is really crazy for bass stuff. You can actually also add macro to the randomization. Let's pull down this randomization as well. And now we can open it up with which sounds really cool. Back to the effects. Let's add compressor. Really cool. I'm going to add some sort of reverb, vintage, hall, nitros, basin. I think basin is really fitting for this one. Adding some low cut. What I do not like about this is that you don't have the hertz values or the milliseconds here. Kinda don't enjoy the percent values. It's not good for my OCD. That's really cool. Let's add the envelope to the mix of the reverb. I'm going to add an EQ. Let's take out the lows. Somewhere around there. That's really good. I'm going to move the equalizer up a little bit, and we're gonna add maybe hyper dimension. I've been missing this effect actually. And this is what we get. This workflow really reminds me of Vital, which is really cool. It's so easy to use this synth and transition to making more Serum stuff again. Now guys, should you upgrade to Serum 2 from Serum? I think absolutely yes. I'll be using a lot more Serum since this update is released. This is going to fix so many problems that I had with Serum. It has introduced so many new features which will be invaluable for sound designer like myself. I think this is just great. It's a free update, so thanks to Steve Judah. It's going to be crazy, guys. But hey, what do you guys think? Will you be upgrading to Serum 2 from Serum? And if you are a Vital user, do you think you'll make the switch to Serum, or is the Vital still the GOAT of sound designers and producers? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!